Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening from wherever you happen to be tuning in to us today. Got a great one for you. IRPAS at Long Beach. GT3s, these close quarter exits. This is going to challenge these drivers today. We actually have upwards of 5,000 road iRating, highest in the field, matter of fact. I see a couple, let's see, 4,500, 4,000. Man, this is going to present some great fun competition to watch. Grab your popcorn and get ready to sit back, relax, and take this all in. Starting grid, we got Daniel Ash. Familiar name coming back to IRPAS. Lucas Haller starting right there beside him. Lawrence, Chris Walsh, Thomas S., Jeremy Littleton, Chad Henson, and John Jennings rounding out your top 8. It looks like standing start. I was expecting rolling, but then they're already off. We're going to have orange flag conditions into turn 1, but there's already an accident. Is that Finley? That's Finley already around. Catch up here to the front of the pack. You got Lawrence taking... Oh, that was going to be tight through the flowers, but looks like we're all going to get through it. Orange flag going to end up here after turn 5. So far, so good. Up in the front of the pack. Finley, a little bit of a mistake back there. Already going to take him out early in this race. Take a look at the replay brought to you by Stam Studio Network. See what happened. It's there in the turn. No, this is the flowers now, so that's a matter of fact afterwards. Looking at Jeremy Littleton there. We'll get you a replay just a sec as these drivers are just now completing their first lap, coming to lap 2 now. Ooh, a little bit tight on exit out of Chris Walsh, and Chris Walsh gets tagged. There's going to be a huge incident in the hairpin. Oh, I thought it would be huge. Chris Walsh still the only one around. Oh boy. Great job by these drivers already. Oh my gosh. So much has happened within just even the first minute of the race. You got Lawrence extending his lead. What happened to Daniel Ash? He's back here now just getting through the hairpin. Oh, Daniel to pit road. Let's see what happens the green flag with Daniel here. Really, the whole field is, we missed it again. I thought this was rolling, completely on my fault, but okay, Daniel's away, excuse me, with his teammate right there behind, not seeing an incident yet. Hard into turn 1, oh, gets tagged by his teammate. Huge, huge heavy damage, probably going to present a meatball flag for Daniel. Oh, right in front of the TV1 cam. Let's take one more look at this. This is, again, the start right here. Now we're missing some great on-track action, but take one more look as it looks like Lawrence who gets into him. That is. Oh, saw that. Ooh! Just hard into the brakes. I know Dan spent quite a bit of time with these drivers before the race, even in practice conditions, trying to get this restart kind of sort of figured out with these drivers. Really nice battles going on for P6, 7, 8. Got Brady Mateo, Tyler Reed, and James Francone trying to reel him in. Ooh! Tyler Reed's going to take a look on exit with his Ford Mustang GT3. So Tyler and Am. Nice look at James right there behind him, now looking back in front. The rear bumper of Brady's Porsche. Lawrence still out front. Lucas putting down fastest lap of the race, a 1:18.82. Check this out. If we compare our leader 2. I know it just says pro right there, but Lucas being that second place pro. You see Lucas's lap time, matter of fact, faster than Lawrence's. See as they come across lap 3, still 2/10 up. Lucas trying to work and reel in Lawrence here. Really cannot push too hard. Ooh, saw Lawrence tap the wall a little bit. One lockup, one really slip of a tire can completely end your race. Tyler Reed, James Francone still going back at it. This is into the fountain turn. Closest battle on track as we speak. See our leaders just now getting to the start-finish. It's Lawrence Lucas and Jeremy Littleton rounding out your top 3. Our leader in pro, Brady Mateo, that's a new name for me. This course is looking nice. If you're just now joining in, that was quite a hectic start to say the least, but looks like only just a couple cars involved. Finley, Daniel Ash. Look at this battling going down the front straight of Long Beach. Oh, I thought Brady was going to try and make that move. See the Ferrari right there behind him. Oh, James Francone is just testing his luck, trying to slot in, take what he can. Is now Mateus is now rounded in. James! From Spano America, this is great stuff from iRacing. Love to be able to get these drivers to compete side by side from all around the world. And then Pine Avenue, down into the hard braking, going to be a 90-degree right-hander, and tires right there to your left. Watch out. Take a look at, might have an incident. Brady Waltman? Is this just into the hairpin? These cars get so slow into the hairpin, and this happens every time that on my software here it says that they get involved in an incident. But no, you just have to get the car that woed down to be able to make that more than, I think, 180-degree turn. Jeremy Littleton, John Jennings up front. Is that Jeremy Littleton putting some work? Now 6-second gap. Oh, did we see Lawrence and Lucas get involved? Or is this just another into the hairpin? Lawrence was in the lead a little bit early on. There is contact this time into the hairpin. Oh, that's going to completely block things up. Oh, Lawrence is towed to the pits. And then now we have Jeremy Littleton and John Jennings out front. What a turn of events, as I mentioned earlier. It happens that quick. Thomas Smythe right there behind. And then Tyler Reed, 4th place in an AM. That hairpin, pretty much treacherous for these drivers, no matter what car you take through. Let's take a look this time by. And we're making it through unscathed. Another Mustang GT3, a little bit of nose damage. Tyler Reed here. 2.5 seconds in front of next AM behind him, which is Brady. He's taken that lead of AM. And then you see the 3 pros doing what they do best. Top 3, but how about this? John Jennings, Thomas going at it. Thomas trying to pass John Jennings, or matter of fact, John Jennings actually made that move work. Ooh, tight racing down the back stretch. We're going to see Thomas try and make a move down the inside. It's better of it. See into the hairpin, one of the most treacherous turns, I'll call it, in North America. So many different lines to run. But you mess up that exit, you're going to get hounded by these drivers behind you, especially these pros. You see James and Mateus trying to get by Brady at a second back. There's that battle. For P7, great run for them. Jeremy Littleton still out front after that unfortunate event for Lawrence. Both of those drivers out of the, no, not out of the race just yet. Looks like Daniel's back out on track. And his yellow and green Acura, that's a really cool paint scheme. Looks like a new team for Daniel and Lawrence. Look at that gap from P1 to P2, now 7.8. Really good battle going on. Looks like Mateus is going to make that move on James Francone. Get him on exit. Take a replay, see how Mateus set up James this time by. And into the... So he was there on exit and just really not really took his line away, but he just missed things that much, and then that presents the driver behind you to stick his nose right up in there and take the spot. .11.5 minutes down out of 30, 19.5 to go. And John and Thomas still going at it. Right on board with Thomas now, looking at John Jennings' rear bumper. Thomas has just got to be abiding his time, trying, maybe even waiting for John to make a simple mistake. The hairpin here. These drivers can't get involved in things too much. As I thought that was somebody reeling him in. That was a car going a lap down. Got Tyler Reed still P4. Brady Mateo and Mateus right behind him. Let's take another look at that that unfortunate incident that took out our race leader at the time. It doesn't look like Lucas checks up. Oh, well, that was... I don't know if there's... I said there's so many different... Whoa, Jeremy making a little contact as well, getting by. But look, that's how that gap presents itself. Not calling Jeremy off the pace or anything, but Jeremy's got the pace. But that really helped that 7.8 second gap form from John Jennings behind as he got stopped up, had nowhere to go. We're going to zoomed in look at Jeremy's front left as he cuts by. Or front right, excuse me, as he took damage from... No, it was that front left. Not too wrinkled or anything. The car looks good. Handling pretty well, too. We take a look at where we are today. I mentioned it earlier, Long Beach, California, right here on the coast. Shot courtesy of Google Earth. Appreciate them for coming out. And yeah, there's that look at the big Big old aquarium mid track that iRacing models pretty well. Like, big old whale on the side of it. I don't think they have any whales in there, but I'm getting word. Blue whale in the Long Beach Aquarium. Make sure you go check that out. Thomas Smythe, one of our Australian mates, making it work. Nice. Using P3. Really still trying to hound that spot from John Jennings. Two mates going at it. Whoa, big slip out of John. He is pushing that McLaren. These drivers both in McLarens, and then Tyler Reed's still back there, P4 in his Mustang. You know how big the nose of Thomas is in John's rear bumper, but then John's not having any of it. They get right nose to tail on corner entry and exit, and really John's able to keep the speed up through these corners. Is that Finley? It is Finley. He's showing P16, but man, Finley's got the pace to be running right with our drivers up front. John Jennings, Thomas Smythe, Tyler Reed. It does not say enough about Jeremy Littleton, though. Not our only Canadian driver today. One of two, got Kevin Schmidtke running P8 total. So that's P3 in AM. Kevin, our other Canadian driver, having a great run. There's that SVT bright orange Mustang GT3. We're so used to seeing. So I really haven't mentioned it just yet, but man, these drivers are going to have to take a fuel stop. Check out that brake glide to the front left of John Jennings, hard into the brakes in turn 1 as they get through the Flowers 2-3 now, coming turn 4. Yeah, Dan forces these drivers to make a fuel pit stop, and it's not just a splash. I know I think it's just a little bit more than a splash on the iRacing setting. So these drivers going to really have to play around, maybe conserve a little bit of fuel, or shoot, if you're Thomas here, if you can't make the pass, maybe trying to be a little bit more conservative. But looks like he's going to get side by side down the back stretch. Does John do? He kind of gives way. Pretty smart. Thomas, P2. Does he have what it takes to reel in Jeremy? Brady Mateo and Chad Henson look like they're going at it for a little bit, but Chad kind of concedes, lets him by there. Oh, Chad into the flower bed. Man, the gardener, he just planted those. But that's all right. They were meant to be crushed. Let's take another look, see what happens. Oh, it's tagged. Is that the number 9? Is that Lucas? Lucas Haller, no! Little bit of contact with Chad. Doesn't look like too much damage for Lucas. He'll get away as he's trying to get back up into the pack. Brady Mateo. Looks like pits have started. The pit cycles have. Looks like John Hicks, Lucas Haller are only 2 so far. Oh, unless Lucas is coming in for some damage repair from that incident. But I don't believe so. Well, Chad's in there too, so it's just a little bit halfway. Here comes Chad. GT3's Long Beach. What a combination. Yeah, those concrete barriers do not move, and if you even look at them wrong, I feel like they're gonna reach out and just grab that mirror or that quarter panel and quite possibly end your day. It's just quite easily too easy to do. But still Jeremy out front by 9.2. Thomas making it work after he passed John just a couple laps ago, extending the gap on him. Our leader in AM, Tyler Reed, still leading. Kevin now P2 in AM. He's worked his way up. Dan Fendi, I'm showing P3 in AM. And this will all kind of cycle out as pits begin to kind of take shape. Let's see if we got pit stop lap. Not really showing the lap here. Okay, Littleton in. See, Lucas just passed Brady on track. So, yeah, this will all cycle out. What really matters is pit entry, pit exit, and how much you have been able to conserve. Looks like Chad Henson into the pits again. Possibly a penalty for him. Was he speeding? Did he exit too soon off of that pit exit blue cone? It's really treacherous here at Long Beach. You got to go just about the whole way down until you're able to merge back into traffic. Looks like that was just a penalty call there for Chad. He is going to be super upset. Not the way he wanted this race to go. He's tagged earlier. Comes into the pits and unfortunately has another penalty on top of that. Jeremy Littleton, Tommy, John Jennings, still your top three. Man, love that we are able to see that difference in Pro and Am this time. Tyler Reed, Kevin Schmidt-Key, and Dan Fendick, third place in Am. SVT, we should have checked them out. You see Kevin Schmidt-Key with this paint scheme week in, week out. It's just so vibrant, grabs your attention as he screams by in that roaring Mustang down the backstretch. Let's hop on board with Kevin for a few turns here. Love the sound of a Mustang screaming. Tyler Reed and Thomas have pit now, right as we took that little crank it up moment. So, where do we see them cycle out to? As we know that they have the pace to get around the drivers. See Chad Henson going inside Tyler Reed. Daniel Ash worked his way back up to P7 now. Unfortunate start, that lap one incident for him on the pole, fast in practice. Had a really fast Acura, but doesn't look like it's going to be his day to get the win here in Long Beach. Tejas in now, running P2 at the time for Pro. Chris Walsh passing him there on track, first position. Chris now showing P3. Hard into the brakes, but trying to keep that speed up through this first sector. Fountain turn, you're going left, right, or right, left, then right again. It's got to be slinging the driver around in the cockpit as think about real races, but whoa, is that John Hicks around? It is. John Hicks out of Operation Motorsports. Right on the line, but right on the racing line, but able to keep it going. And now our leader of the race into the pits, Jeremy Littleton. Just no mistakes here and just needs to stop on the sign. Quick, seamless stop, no tires. Okay, you saw him peeking through the trees in that last shot, but yeah, the stop a little bit long, but I think that's about normal for this IRPAS series. Again, it was not just a splash, I know, and definitely not long enough to take tires. So Chris Walsh is going to pass him on track, but Chris still needed to come down to the pits. Let me get a lap lead point. Possibly even 2. Look at that paint scheme. This is BMW M3. Is that a Canadian? It is. So I'm showing Carolina, but we could possibly even have 3 Canadian drivers with us in IRPAS today. Daniel Ash made his way up to P5 now. I'm sure he's still got a pit. There's no way that, excuse me, after an incident on lap 1 coming to the pits, that would give him enough fuel. You see him right there on John Jennings. John Jennings already pit lap 17. Or I'm sorry, that lap 18, Daniel Ash pit on lap 1, and then Mateus right there behind pit on lap 17. So trying to go for a little bit of the undercut from Mateus as he's a little bit there back in traffic. This is so cool with this IRPAS series. If you're watching this and not a driver already registered, check out how close these gaps are. 26 minutes into the race. Down just to 2-3 laps to go. And I mean, look at this. Battling for spot. Tyler Reed Am on Van Fendick Am. And for amateur, you got 2 different classes at the same, racing on the same track at the same time. But Tyler and Dan, both part of that AM series. Stuck in a sandwich. He's got a James Francone Pro right there behind him. Twitchy foot racing. Sometimes that's what you need. Maybe he can use twitchy foot racing to his advantage here on exit. Let's see if he lines these AMs up. Whoa! There's going to be contact. Dan goes around. Oh no. Oh, James gets a little bit of damage from that. Oh, man. There was some good battling there for a little bit. Now, okay, our leader at the time, Chris, has come into the pits. He's going to now cycle out P6, P7, as Jeremy Littleton will round that lead back into his own 6-second gap to Thomas, and then John Jennings. Man, he's been top 3 pretty much every IRPAS race. 14-second gap to Thomas in front of him. I'm real good buddies with Daniel Ash. He is a pro at saving fuel, but there's just no way. There could be a way, but there's no way. Coming to the 29-minute mark out of 30. No way. Is this going to work for him? P4? He could maybe even get this podium spot. I'm rooting for him here, so we get a chance to talk to him in this interview at the end of the race. We'll have top 3 for you in the booth. Closest battle on track. White flag is out. Daniel's really going to have just 3 more chances to make a move. All right, there goes chance number 1. Oh, he's super tight on exit. He's going to have to carry the speed, keep the momentum up as they go down the backstretch here. Get a little bit of a slipstream from John Jennings in front, but don't know if that's going to do it. Jeremy Littleton is going to take the checkered flag. Thomas Smythe right there behind. Are we going to see a move, not a building shot? Building popped up out of nowhere. Here comes Daniel into the hairpin. Final chance. Oh, is he going to go for the switchback? Not going to have it on exit. Looks like John Jennings is going to keep that P3 spot. Daniel Ash finishing P4 in Pro. Mateus coming in P5. Chris Walsh P6. James Francone P7. Brady out of nowhere. He's going to win our AM class. Lucas Haller P9. Another Brady coming P2 in AM. Brady Waltman. And then Kevin Schmidtke P3 in AM. Holy smokes. That was, man, I needed some help here today. You guys watching, if you're not racing in IRPAS, man, this was too much for me to kind of keep track of today. It seems like action in every single corner of Long Beach, but that does not go without saying. Man, a lot of pace, a little bit of luck on Jeremy Littleton's side. Going to take that P1. Thomas Scythe P2, and then John Jennings may have run out of fuel. Not going to make it to the end of race camera shots. Daniel Ash looks like out of fuel too, but he made that strategy work after getting wrecked out on lap 1. Saved enough fuel. He did pit on that lap 1, so just filled it to the brim. But, yeah, that's pretty amazing. Drivers going to make their way around. Wonder where Dan's going to have this. Oh, looks like start-finish line. Drivers are kind of bunching up. Congratulations, Jeremy Littleton. You have conquered Long Beach. Thomas right there behind. No yellow flags today, or no full course yellows, but definitely had a couple sectors that went yellow there. Let's get these race interviews started as drivers still make their way to the start-finish line. Just give me 1 second.
I kind of appreciated it.
Hey, Jeremy.
Yeah.
Hey, man, this is Sean. Congratulations on the win. Man, you barely squeaked by that incident there in the hairpin. What did it look like from your point of
I
view?
turned the corner and suddenly Jim, my crew chief, goes, "Be careful, there's an incident in turn 11." I was in it.
Man, did you get any incidents from that? It looks like you just
I got
barely...
a 4.
Oh, man.
Yeah. I had 2 4s during that race. I had a 4 right on the first lap and a 4 on the second lap. Just coming across people.
Wow, that's pretty intense. Man, congratulations again. Thomas, congratulations on P2. That was crazy to see you come up kind of passing guys on pace there as the race went on.
Cheers, mate.
Man.
Yeah, I got a little bit lucky dodging all that traffic and all the chaos that happened at the start, but
what
stuck
happened
it out,
on the
went
start
well.
from your point of view?
So somebody like spawned at the was it turn 11, the last one? And I just dodged through it. I think that was 2 or 3 people that spawned.
There's so many close calls for so many of you, and yeah, especially turn 11. That was pretty extreme. But how many incidents did you end up with?
4x.
Nice. Okay, man. Well done. Car didn't look too beat up at all. John Jennings.
Thank you.
Holy smokes. You had Daniel Ash breathing down your neck that last lap. What was it like trying to hold him off?
I was used to it, mate, because I had Thomas before that. And he was smoking me, and I was just thinking, geez, he's racing so clean to not pass me or dive bomb anywhere. He done really well.
Man,
It was the same with Daniel. They're both really clean races. They're good to race against.
Definitely so, man. More than 1,000 I rating disparity between the two of you. So, man, that was super cool to watch. How'd the car handle throughout the race? And shoot, I mean,
Yeah, really good, mate. Really good. It's a lot of fun around there, and it's always on the edge, which is excellent. So it's good fun.
and congratulations on that top 3. And man, I got to do it just cause, man. Daniel, how did you make that strategy work? Oh, we got Daniel in here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I got damaged in the first lap, so I had to pit so I could refuel again a little bit. So I had 1 lap less to make it, and it worked out pretty tight. But yeah, just had to fuel save a little bit.
Yeah, how intensely were you fuel saving throughout the race?
At the beginning, I thought I wouldn't make it, so not at all, and pushed really hard. And then all of a sudden, I saw I just have to refuel 4 liters, and I was like, yeah, I could save that. And then I started fuel saving quite a bit. Actually, my overlay said all the time I couldn't make it, but then all of a sudden, the white flag came. Was really happy to see that.
Yeah,
So
that was
then the
really
last
tight.
last lap I could push again and then tried to find space to overtake John, but no chance.
Yeah, super close
I
battles.
think the flag did drop fairly early, Daniel. Daniel, don't you think it must have been on the shorter end of the race when the leader crossed the line? It was helpful to both of us, I think.
Oh, one more lap and that would have been a completely different story.
I believe so.
I believe.
Yeah, I was surprised when I came around and got the white flag. I thought I was going at least another lap after that because I was looking at my fuel. And then the white flag came out. I was like, oh, geez, I got way too much fuel.
Well, great race all around. Believe Brady Mateo, are you still here? Believe.
Yeah, I'm still in here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you, man. I believe you are our AM winner today. Congratulations! From
appreciate
ups and downs all the way around. That was fun watching you get that win.
Yeah, I got a little squirrely into the wall a couple spots. The beginning of the race was a lot of fun. You know, we were kind of shoulder to shoulder, and of course, everybody around me is definitely outclassing me. So, you know, trying to number 1, stay out of the way and not run anyone's race, but 2, try to pick up some tips and take corners like they were taking corners. So, yeah, I ended up having to go in for some bodywork repair. So I took the chance to do my fuel stop then and picked up a couple places just with pit strategy towards the end of the race.
It was really fun to watch all that strategy present itself and then really influence the end of the race. So appreciate all you drivers coming out today. Congratulations again to Jeremy, Thomas, John, and then Brady for capturing that AM win. Be sure to join us.
Thank you.
Join us next week at IRPAS. Believe is that Le Mans?
It is Le Mans, yes.
Oh heck
Last
yeah!
one.
Oh yeah.
Dan setting up the great schedules for our great GT3 racers. This has been Sean Stam Studio Network. Sure to like, comment, and subscribe. See you next week.
Hey, Sean, also
Sean.
the P Cup versus P Cup, remember?
Oh, look at Dan shouting out my own league. Porsche Cup versus NAS Cup. Come join us. That starts January 4th, 10 p.m. GMT at Le Mans.
Just like to thank Sean for the broadcast as well.
Hey, thanks, man. That means a lot.